Hello all, it is I, Tot, here with a new video, and I'd like to go over an idea I've been thinking about for AI, or what I think would be a big problem, and that problem is when the artificial acclimates to the abstract. You see, I see AI as a tool, a supplement, an extra, not the main deal, not the main course, an appetizer to greater things, as I postulate in these videos, these ideas of mine. And yeah, it can regurgitate, but it can't resonate. Now, what do I mean by that? AI is trained by us. It is a reflection of us. It's a mirror, if nothing else, where people are going and saying things and doing things that connects the dots itself, or calls you out on it, which my somewhat unique physiology can attest to. That's another video for another day, though. But it sees connections and all that. And it regurgitates. It just says what you want to hear it. And I'm glad it got knocked down a peg when it comes to that, because it wasn't healthy. You see, it's very funny. I think I put this video up before, this idea where AI requires lots of critical thinking. And what's one of the biggest issues today with people? A lot of people have problems critically thinking, which I do too sometimes. I'll admit that. It's just something prevalent, epidemic of it, of the society. People have chosen the easy way around on their mind. And a lot of people resonate with relaxation when they should resonate with resistance when it comes to their goals and stress. There's a sweet spot. You can't be too out here and just distracted, but you can't be all in and have too much risk involved. It'll come blowing up in your face. Either it doesn't start or it fails. Those are the two worst things, I believe, for anything, any endeavor in this world. Either it didn't start or it failed. That's it when it comes to a lot of things. And the main thing I'd like to get at is I resonate with resistance, because it's just like everything else in the world. It needs resistance. It needs pushback to get stronger. Critical thinking is like a muscle like everything else. I truly agree with that. And the one thing I really like using to help resonate with resistance is this. Now, you're wondering what this is. I've had it for about a decade. It's called a fat grip. And it's supposed to turn any bar or bar-like apparatus, a kettlebell, a dumbbell, a pull-down, a pull-up bar, into thicker. Now, why is that important? Well, let me tell you something. There's a problem a lot of people today. They don't have really good grip strength. And good grip strength is indicated of a lot of things. For instance, some insurances will actually cut down your rates if you can deadlift twice your body weight. Excuse me. And yeah, these are made to make things hard, like a Bosu ball for your hands. And I try to use a burner set of these at the end of my workouts. Now, why? I'm already tired. I'm already spent. Why would I do more of this? Well, you're only as strong as your weakest links, and one of my weakest links was my hands growing up. So yeah, you have to attack your weaknesses. You have to go to war with them. So said Jocko Willink, which I completely agree with. And yeah, these help with that, because you put the bar in, it makes it thicker, it's hard to grip. And I already have small enough hands as it is. I barely pass the Whopper test, but that's just a fact. I have smallish hands. So yeah, that's how it goes. It's life. I can't whine about wanting bigger hands or longer reach. I can just do with what I got. And it even says on here, thicker bar equals more muscle, because it's harder to do. I can only do about 1 or 2 sets with one of these before my hands give out, till I feel the fire in my forearms, my shoulders really bad. And it makes me better. I can get in quicker time being more exhausted. You see, this does help muscle, but also affects the nervous system, which is the true source of strength, the spark, which helps your muscles contract. And the whole time you're squeezing this actively. You're not letting it just rest in your hand. You have to fight it, which is true of everything when it comes to working out. You can't just let it control you. That's why I recommend using towels, fat grips, things of that nature to make things tougher, harder, better, though, in my opinion. And what's this leading to? You need a goal. You need a bigger goal. And guess what? I've got these. These are the bigger ones. They are 2.75 inches compared to the 1 inch right here. I believe 1 inch. Two very subtly different looks, okay? This one I can barely use. I mean, honestly, I can't do it. My hands, you can see how small they are compared to these. These are much easier to grip, but they're not as hard. I can do about 30 or 40s with these. This thing, though, I've got to switch to 20s. I gotta be fresh. I get no chances, because look at it. It's so unwieldy. I can barely open it. It's so powerful, so tough. And it comes from something called the Extreme Series, for people that want lots of gains, lots of power, lots of strength, which in a deadlift or a squat or a bench press, you are using your hands, but they're usually the weakest link. So just shoring up those weaknesses before they become liabilities will help you immensely, will help anybody. For instance, I do sports like BJJ and Muay Thai. I usually try to have a plan of what am I failing at, what am I missing in my training, what's the X factor, what's the question I need to ask for a better outcome. Because, again, a question implies resistance. Resistance, the idea that people know everything, or they think they do, or they're better. A question just kind of derails that. Because I resonate with resolve and reality. Some good number of people resonate with their delusions, which are not reality. I can't lie with these things, okay? I really can't. They're too big. They're too ungainly. They're not going to let me. And yeah, I think there's another one, but my hands are so small, I can't even use them, most likely. And that's just my physicality. This is just a fact. My hands are quite small, or average. I can't do it. I got to do the best with what I got. That is life. There is no question for it. So I implore people to test themselves. These are relatively cheap. You get a great workout and time efficient. Buck with it. I'm not getting sponsored or anything. I'm just a big believer in their products. I'm getting back into working out, and it's very good to be consistent in your training. Hopefully it'll translate more into my everyday and when I compete in competitions. We'll see. I've been doing my best. And yeah, I just want to get down to the nitty gritty of it all about listening to yourself and resonating with resolve, not with relaxation, because you can't relax with that. You've got to focus. You've got to pay attention. I don't even listen to music when I work out because it's just another distraction. I don't care what other people do, but that's how I do it. I want to conquer. I need both hands to do it and everything behind them to force my will on the weights. And again, I just want to give people something that I do. I usually chew ideas, and those help me chew the ideas too of my training. Like, where am I at? Where am I failing? What am I messing up at? Could I get better, stronger from doing this or that? It's always, life's a constant experiment, which I've just kind of learned to accept, as we all should. But yeah, resonate and resolve are two biggest things in my books. So yes, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.